Myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing about one topic, that is currencies and its dependency. So in this basically we are discussing about the topic, that is ideas and its global warming. So one of the person told that what actually the ideas is basically. Then he told that basically ideas are this basically, just now basically whatever things basically are doing. So one of the person told that basically global warmings are basically not error, it's a solution. So one of the person told that global warming are not error, then basically it's a solution. So this is basically 12th number solution basically. In this basically we are discussing about the earthquakes basically. Just now we will see basically one live example basically. Just a minute. In India basically whether earthquake has came out basically, that we will see. This is one earthquake, right? And latest earthquake basically which has came, that we will see. Just now basically the earthquake came is of North Carolina, Philippines, Western Texas, then Turkey, Texas, Spain also basically came just now basically earthquake, Indonesia. So these all basically earthquake basically just now came. Then he told that yes. So the country basically who are like Canada, France, Japan, China, Russian, Americans. This all are, and European basically is always there basically. So like this basically people basically are doing the plan of earthquakes basically. For example, this actually we have already discussed, but I thought basically I should discuss this little bit detail. So one of the person told that person basically the area basically uh, one person told that this is the magnitude, and in this basically few examples we have taken that this all country basically connected with the earthquake. So this all countries basically one diagram has drawn by the certain earthquakes connected countries basically. Sorry, earthquake handling country basically. The person who basically handles the earthquakes basically. How basically they tracks that it's 3.8, 9.7, 9.9, 9.8. How they basically tracks the magnitude basically. Then he told that basically magnitude basically are tracked of their basically on the basis of certain level of energies and data basically. So he told that okay. So like this the magnitude basically are tracked, right basically. Then basically he told that yes basically. So the magnitude basically are tracked. So now one of the person told that these magnitudes are basically tracked. So now according to this basically, how basically the Japan, how the Chinese, how the countries basically, Russian, Canadian countries basically do the plan basically. They basically literally do the plan actually. For example, earthquake came to Turkey, right? Basically, then it was that yes. Earthquake came to Texas also. Then earthquake basically came to Spain also basically. Then it was that yes basically. So like this basically each and every space basically the earthquakes came basically, right? Then he told that yes basically the earthquake basically came. Then he told that earthquake came basically, cities came, the cities actually connected with earthquake. Cities are created from set of words, and set of words basically are created from set of blood groups basically, and blood groups basically have owner also basically, and they have basically from that in that honor basically lots of people basically are connected. For example, A blood group or B blood group, C blood group, D blood group, E, C, like this A plus, B plus, C plus, E plus, Y plus, X plus, whatever basically plus. So that is like this basically the software earthquakes are basically connected, right basically. Then into that yes basically. So blood groups actually connected with the earthquakes, right? The earthquakes basically are connected with cities. Cities are connected with blood groups. Blood groups are connected with blood groups owner. Owners basically are connected with set of people. So assume that 100 each blood group basically contains 100 crore and 120, 130 crore people basically. Then he told that yes basically. So now basically that city basically where basically the earthquake, that country basically where the earthquake basically connected, that is created from these blood groups. Then he told that yes basically. So they will basically test basically that why they basically will track basically why the earthquake basically happened there basically, which type of power supply basically has sent to that area basically. So that power supply are equal to the blood groups energy basically, that are basically, for example, A plus blood group is there. So that blood group basically contains 100 people, 100 crore people, right basically. Now one of the person told that basically this 2 lakh example basically I have given basically. So that was to save the earthquake basically. So that earthquake is not supposed to happen. So in this basically what happened? The injection basically doctor basically done, and that 2 lakh basically people basically was removed from that blood group basically. So basically they was not able to get the blood group basically. So slowly they basically connected to the blood group. Lots of people helped. Now basically 200 people basically also connected. 200 people basically was not getting the blood group. In that basically what happened? Disease got generated basically. Disease got generated. That disease energy basically circulated in the environment basically where the earthquake basically came. So that power basically will keeps on circulating by the power companies. If they will not circulate, then it might possible that earth planet can move to other direction basically. It might possible because why? Because the disease was generated on the base of not the satellite also, and not the basically the energy also. It was connected directly by the universe basically. So like this basically they keeps on giving the energy basically, keeps on giving the energy of that 200 people basically, until basically the problem basically will not get solved. In this basically who will be responsible? The responsible group will be Canada, China, whatever big thing is going to happen, for that basically this group will be responsible. France, Germany, Europe, Dubai and India basically, because these 200 people are basically from India. So like this basically the gets connected basically. So like this basically what this was little bit detailed basically. So here basically thing is the disease has generated, until basically this disease will not get solved basically, the earthquakes keeps on coming basically. This is first side of the earthquake. Now second side of the earthquake, the blood group basically people are there basically, they basically connected to certain stories, and somebody created problems to that particular blood group, that are the A positive blood group, B positive blood group, C positive, D, like this basically the blood group basically connected here, right? Then into the DS basically blood group basically connected here, and blood group basically was having the one owner also basically. Then he told that yes basically, then he told that blood group is having the owner, then blood group is having the owner, and they basically generated some negative energy story basically in their life basically, something happened in their life basically. So that got generated, and that energy basically captured by the power company, because you can't ignore any of the single energy, otherwise basically it might possible that universe will connect to you, and then basically the earth planet will move to some other direction basically. So you can't ignore a single energy. So like this basically he told that the earth planet move to the other direction basically, if basically ignores. Then basically he told that this was one side, that is the 200 story, 200 people story. Then the other story was the blood group basically, who was the owner of the blood group basically, they basically connected to certain level of story. So in this basically what happened, which blood group basically has created problem basically, they basically the blood group basically, which person basically created the problem to them basically, that is basically tracked by the Canada, China, Japan and then Germany, this type of country basically, they basically tracks basically who actually created the problem to them basically. So in next video basically we are going to see that basically what action basically this Germany, Japan connected with India will take the action basically.